Everyone. Hope you all are having a good afternoon today. I'm gonna make sure that this phone does not interfere with us as we record and do what we got to do, because I can hear the little echo in my ear. Well, hopefully you can't hear it. Let's see if I can mute this. That should work. Okay. So I wanted to come on today, and it doesn't seem like it is working for me. But nevertheless, we're going to keep it moving. How y'all doing today? I am going to be painting um, this painting today. You all picked that. I did a vote as to which painting we should do today, and you all chose this one. So we're going to get started. I wanted to show you what paint I was using today. I'm using deep yellow, white, cobalt blue, and a deep red, and of course black, because we got a lot of black on this, and we got a lot of white. And so when y'all pick this picture, when you come in, go ahead and click like, share, as well as let me know that you're here. Say hi to me. So part of my challenge with this one is this is actually a more difficult painting to do because I'm going to have to handle this background that you see up here. I'm going to have to handle that first before I do anything in the foreground. And so I'm going to have to create that spiral with the blue and the white. The snowflakes, of course, will be last, but we're going from the back to the front. So let's get started. Hope you all had a good weekend. I'm going to let y'all see this. I'm about to take this picture off and put my, there we go, put that on. This is the canvas. I've sketched the whole design on here, and I actually have a picture of it near me so that I can uh, look at it while I'm painting. So, hope you all had a good weekend. I did. I was in Alabama this weekend. I had a great time with some great friends, and we just had a real good time. Make sure I can see your comments. That's the only thing with this. If I try to share my, not share, but there we go. All right. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to start with this yellow, deep yellow, and I'm going to mix a little bit of it because you see the deep yellow is just on the light, but around it it's a little lighter yellow with some white. So I'm going to go ahead and mix me some yellow, some white with a little drop of yellow in it. Put a little bit more in there than that. And I'm going to mix this. And I am going to paint over my lamppost. If you can see that. I'm coming with a little more white to lighten that up a little bit. Now my supplies today are my brushes. I have a 3/4 flat brush, a number 2 round brush, a 8 flat brush, 12 flat brush, and I have a couple other little um, brushes that I use. So it looks a little messy right now, but it's gonna be okay. Okay. So my next step I'm going to do is I'm going to, oh, I do have some water here. and a paper towel so I can always keep my brushes clean. But I'm going to go ahead and add this white ring. Now, mind you, that white ring goes all the way from, matter of fact, I need to add some more of this yellow. Hold on. All right, that's better. So now I'm going to go in with my white and I'm going around this. I'm going around, even around up into this area where the bird is. And this is where, like, if I would have painted this, I mean, added the marker, used a black marker would help. But sometimes I don't like those hard lines. So I'm going to go ahead and put this white in. As you see, I'm going to go ahead and blend it into this yellow. It's going to look a little messy for a little bit, but it's going to be beautiful when we're done. Add some white up. My next step is to bring on this cobalt blue. And the way I'm going to bring it in is I'm going to bring it, and we're going to blend it in. So this is where this blue is starting. And so I'm going to just grab some white and go ahead and start blending. And basically all I'm doing is taking white and painting it over this blue and kind of blending it in. And this might take a little bit, but it's the painting y'all pick. And it's okay if I hit that sign a little bit. I'll fix that a little later. I'm going to come in with some darker blue. And I'm still doing that blending. I'm blending from the hope I'm able to see my design. This blue is kind of dark. See, I'm taking some white and I'm helping keeping that blending motion going. I'll go in again with some more blue. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of water to help put this blue in so that you don't see white lines and stuff, white little spaces. Just a little bit. I'm just using a little tap of water to fill in some of these white spaces that I see. And then I'm still going through blending. And I'm going to go ahead back over with this blue again. I'm going to move this back just a little bit so you can see it better. I'm going to clean my brush. And what I'm going to try to do is just kind of make sure that I have this smooth transition here. Kind of not happy with that yet. Yeah, I think I'm okay with that for now. So the other thing I want to do is I need to make this blue just a little bit darker. So instead of doing it just with the blue, I'm going to actually mix a little black into some blue, and then I'm going to blend it in down here. So basically all I did was took some of this black with the cobalt blue, and I just mixed a little bit of it together. Just a little bit. So that, there you go. I'm kind of fanning it so that it wouldn't be, well, in these corners, I like it a little darker. I'm gonna turn my brush this way and do a couple of thin little strokes here. Do that a little bit up here too. So I'm liking that a little bit better. That kind of, whoops, drop my brush. Clean this brush off. Bring that up. So I think my next step is going to be to go ahead and outline this. Maybe I'll do my bird next. Maybe I'll do the. I'm going to use my round toothbrush to do my bird. And this is that deep red. And I've kind of painted over his tail here. So I've got to go back in and check out how far this comes out. I think that's about good. Oops. This paint is still a little wet, but over here isn't wet, so we'll. If you're painting and it gets too wet, and by the way, this is acrylic paint. You can always get a blow dryer. I have one. I normally wouldn't paint weird with my hands this far down on the paintbrush, but I'm trying to let you see what I'm doing. Okay. So this cardinal has a little black in his face. It's gonna map out a little beak. And I might have to fix that later. I need to grab another brush because the brushes I have are too big. Hold on 1 second. Go grab. All right, I am back. So I picked out a couple little teeny ones, and I think this one is the one I'm going to use. Is that the best one? This one. This one too is a good one. So let me see. I'm going to go ahead and clean up the top of his thing right here. And I might have to fix, yeah, I'm a little off here. And we can always fix him as we go around with our black paint. So I'm just giving a frame of him right now. We'll come back in and do his details later. I'm going to go ahead and paint in this lamppost because I want to make sure that I have it placed in so it looks, I don't know, for me, that's just what I need right now. I went in with some, before I do that, I want to go back in and put some more, make sure that's the way it is because I can't go back. After the background is done, it's done. And what I'm doing right now is I'm noticing some different white splotches that I see under the canvas that I'm going in and just filling those in. All I'm doing is basically pressing paint in there to remove them. Because once I paint over this, there's no going back. Hopefully, those of you who voted for this painting, I was like, oh Lord, they voted for this one. Okay. All right, so now we're going to get into the mailbox. I have to move a little bit closer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the form itself. If you, I'm going to show you the painting, the original painting in a minute again, so that you can see that there are some. Let me just go ahead and do that now. There we go. Oh, there we go. So you see that there's some snow on top of the lamppost, and so I'm going to add that in, but I'm going to add that in later. So right now I'm going to do just a solid black around that. And then around the lamppost, some of it I see some gray. So I might add just a tad bit of white just to give that 3D effect. Now this does come in a kit. And thankfully, I did this video, so you'll be able to, if you get the kit, you'll be able to follow along with the video. And I'll do your design in marker. I didn't want to do mine in marker, but I'll do your kit in marker so you can see better. Because for mine, I'm making some guesstimations. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. I'm about to say, what in the world? So I'm taking care to make these lines kind of nice and smooth so that they look like a professional really built this lamppost. Not doing too much of talking with this part. All right. Okay, I think I like that. Of course, I'm gonna go back through that bird a little bit later, through the cardinal. All right, so we have the part that is, hold on, the only other thing I need to do is this. I'm gonna do that name thing last. And I'm actually not putting a name in yet because we're gonna put this on the auction also. And if you win the auction, I'll put whatever name you want on there. All right. I'm actually in the studio today, prepping some other Black Friday stuff. This kit is part of the buy one, get one free kits that would be on sale. Actually, they're on sale now. If you go on the website, they're on there. If you're on my mailing list, you should have got the mailer last week on Friday saying what we had on sale. If you're not, I'll drop the link for you to join the email list. Actually, you can go ahead on the website that's on the bottom of the screen, and there's a window that's going to pop up that's going to invite you to join our email list. And not only will you get the sales, but you'll also know when we get new paintings in. I messed up a little right there, but we're going to fix it. All right. Kind of crooked. I see with that, like once you get that black down there, it's hard to fix that, but we're gonna make it work. We're gonna fix it. And I'm painting from a weird perspective, so you can see what I'm doing. I just went to peek over there and make sure we were live, and we are. All right. Now I am going to go in later and do some fine tuning because painting from this vantage point is not giving me all that I want. So, what are you all doing for Thanksgiving? Hi, Angela. Hope you all. Hope you're having fun. I don't know if you're off cooking. Some of my friends were already cooking. I was like, oh my. So I'm just adding, putting in this lamppost. And if you're just getting on, I did have it penciled in earlier, and I painted over it because I needed to put this background in. Whoops. There we go with that crooked line. I'm gonna make the line straight first and then go back over it. So as I said, I'm using this black, and these are all Art Deco paints. So I mostly use their paints because I like the coverage, I like the quality of the paint. All right, so I'm gonna go in with just a tiny bit of white on the black and make a little like a kind of dark gray that I'm going to put right. You see that? That's just a little, that all the way down. This is basically just giving a highlight on that, and then I'm just gonna blend it in. Do a little bit. Let me look at my reference piece. Yeah. Do a little bit up here. Right. And I need to get to the top of that. I'm moving ahead of myself. But I'm going to put a little bit of this on these posts because these posts are metal and they do reflect light. So I'm surprised y'all picked this paint. Really, I was. But I get it. Uh-oh. Y'all see I did a little boo-boo right there. So let's see. Clean that up. Okay, that'll do for now. We'll fix it up better once we get. All right. So I need to do the top of this lamp. Now, when this dries, I'm going to add the snow and stuff on it. I don't know how long we've been on here. 37 minutes. Okay. So there is some snow that goes on here, but right now I am basically just putting in the form of the lamppost. Oh, I'm so sorry you have to work. I'm sorry for Thanksgiving. Hopefully you're getting paid like double time or something. And tell somebody to save you a plate or two and some dessert. All right. So that's one part of the time. Yeah. Once I get this flat, I'll be able to fix all of this. Yeah. It looks kind of warped on the video, but it's not. There go me again with this phone. I'm gonna have to call her back. Uh-oh. Don't keep calling me and this phone, and my battery is low. So I don't want to lose us on this painting. So let me plug that in. All right, so we're here. And so I've scooted us in a little bit so I can get some juice on my phone. All right, so let's go ahead and continue. I'm gonna call her back in a minute. So we have one more level of this. All right, so we have that. You can't see that. Let me do some more maneuvering here. And prayerfully, I don't knock everything over. Okay, there we go. So I did just what I said I didn't want to do, right? All right, there we go. There we go. Just knock it all over, Celeste. Just knock it all over. All right. So, this is where we are so far. What I'm going to need to do is I'm going to have to let some of this dry a little bit, and I'm hoping that to wrap this up a little bit later. I think I am going to fix this bird a little bit. I'm going to put some details. So one of the things about painting is that you can layer these colors, and just by adding a little bit of black or a little bit of white, you can really like put some great detail into your painting. So on the actual painting that I saw that I'm using as reference, which I'm going to pull it back up for you real quick. Put us back here together. All right, so on the reference painting, you can see on the wing that red is just a little bit lighter. So it's almost, I mean, it still looks red, but it's a lighter red. And so what I'm going to do is add a color that's similar to this, which is just a little bit of white and red onto the wing. And I'm going to show you that. Oh, there you go. All right, so I'm going to just add that right here. And then with some other details, I'll be able to make it look like it. So I'm doing the top part, this red, but I'm going to go ahead and in with my regular red and put that at the bottom. So it kind of gives a 3D effect on that. And we'll, like I said, we got a lot of little details to do. This wasn't really the easiest painting to choose, but my beautiful Facebook friends chose this one. I'm doing this same light color up at the top, up here, just to put a little detail in. And what I'm gonna do is take a liner brush, and there's a little bit of this color on the bird's chest. What I also noticed is that there's a little darker red underneath the feather. And so I'm going to mix just some red and a little bit of black, just a little bit. And I'm going to add that down here at the bottom. So as you can see, all these gradations are really helping to create the, and with this color, I'm going to go ahead and mix it so that it looks like those feathers are, you can see the definition in the feathers, a little bit of it. And I'm going to use this color right here to show some definition in the tail. And a little bit over the back. So you see just that little bit of adding that little teensy weensy bit of black into that red makes the bird look a little more 3D. Now I am going to have to fix him once my paint dries because I don't like the way his head is looking. But you see, we've got a bird that is almost like three-dimensional just from using a little white and black on top of my red. Alrighty, so next, what we're gonna do next? I think I'm gonna add some more gray on the post, on the lamp post. And so I'm gonna add a little bit. And this is really relaxing. Really, really relaxing. So I'm gonna go ahead and just, as I add that little bit of gray, hopefully you can see that it really adds a sense of 3D to the lamppost. And you learn this kind of in art class, how light rolls off of images. And so if you notice on this side, I'm doing the left side. Like I'm strategic about where I'm putting this. I'm not just doing it everywhere, but I'm going on that left edge of this. And then on this side, I'm going to go on the right inner right edge. And on my piece here, I'm just going to put a little bit in there. Just a little bit of highlight to show where the light is hitting this. And there's going to be snow up here, up on the top of those, but I still want to put a little bit of this gray up there. But it's going to be snow, so you're not really going to be able to. So I'm not doing a lot right up there. I might do a little more on this piece. And so there's a lot of you who may feel like you can't do this, but it's just one stroke at a time. And so I do paint parties, virtual and in person, as well as these kits are available. This is actually available in a kit. So I'm gonna take this yellow oxide. I mean, no, it's not yellow oxide. It's deep yellow. While I talk about the kits, because when you get your kit, it comes with like 6 colors, and this was actually 1, 2, 3, 4. This was 5 colors. So I'm gonna go ahead and add my light, my fire that's in my lamp. Add that. And then in this, there is a little teeny bit of white that was added in there right at the. So I'm going to go ahead and add that too. All right. I'm liking this so far. All right. So what I want to do, so, anybody knows me know I'll go off script. So what I want to do is add a little bit of this yellow on the chest of this bird. Because if he's standing there and that light is hitting him, it's probably going to be that yellow. And I'm going to and add a little there. Yeah, I like that. Yep, so he's looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put the sign in. But as I told you before, with the sign, I am not putting the name on the sign because I'm going to pull up the original painting in a minute for you again. It shows that it has an actual name of a family, as if this would be like outside in front of your house. And then your name would be there. Trying to be careful. Make sure I do a nice oval here. I'm going to try to do this every week because, one, I probably need it for stress relief. But then, two, it seems like people really enjoy watching me paint. So let's get another brush. Oh, I dropped my brush here. This is my 8 flat brush. I'm going to go ahead and inside of this oval, I'm going to go ahead and try to gain back my color because I probably should not have painted it the blue, but I wanted to make sure that so I'm going to do one coat of this yellow, deep yellow, and then I'm going to do another one a little later. But I'm showing you how even with this acrylic paint, as it has dried, I could paint right over it. And so what I might do is mix some white. White, I like white because white sometimes can act as a blocker and block. So yeah, that white is what did it. I'm going to go ahead and come in with the white. I put some white inside of the deep yellow to make it come through here. So, oh, I was going to tell you the last painting that we did. I normally after we do these get these sped up, and so it's like a time lapse of the painting, and then the final at the end. And that video got over 1,000 views. Got over 1,000 views on like within a matter of days. That reel, because I put it as a reel, and so I thought it was cool that people really responded to that. So Facebook sent me a little notice saying, "Hey, congratulations, your reel got over 1,000 views." And I'm not really I do social media, but I don't really know everything about it. I do what I know to do, and usually, so that made me feel good that people were liking what I was putting out there and watching it. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill this in, and then I'm going to put some more yellow to kind of like make like a little gradient around the edge. Isn't it amazing how when you paint, you got a blank canvas and you can pretty much turn it into anything that you want? That's just like life. Like we had this blank canvas and we have these talents and abilities, and we have the ability to take this life and make it what we want it to be. So I am going ahead and adding this around. So if you can see, I'm adding that deep yellow around the edge, and it's making like a kind of like a, I don't know. I don't know how to describe it, but it's actually giving some depth to it also. Put a little bit more over here. All right. So your name could go right there. So I'm really shocked at how quick this took. It wasn't that long. I thought it was going to take me longer to do this one. All right. So our next step is we're going to go ahead and start. I want to shade anymore. I think I might want to do a little more shading on the lamppost before and see, we ran out, so I'm going to add some more white. I usually put like a quarter size on my palette at a time, because if I don't use it, I have to throw it away. And I tell that to my students. It's like you can always get more, but you got to think about how much you're going to waste if you don't measure properly. You can always get more, but you end up wasting and throwing away. And I work as a art teacher, and they give us like it comes out to like $1 per student money for art supplies. So you really have to be, I think I'm probably a little over the top on saving. And which I need to start, I don't charge an art fee, but I need to start. Most of my kids at this school I teach at, like they may have had art in elementary or middle school, or so I'm teaching a lot of the basics, but like I say, we're doing what we're doing. But I say that to say I just don't like wasting paint. And so when we get paint in class, it's like a quarter size, and you can always come back and get more. All right, I think we're going to stop with that because as we add our um, snow to this, it will bring a little more depth to the painting. Now, I'm not going to add any snow over here because I've got to add your name for whoever um, bids on this and wins it. Oh, you know what I need to do? I got to add some more depth into my bird's wings. So, and this is just that red and black that I mixed earlier. This is just that. And I'm just massaging the colors in here just to give some difference so you can see right there. Maybe you can't. Let's see if I can bring it. See, y'all know me with moving stuff. I'll be spilling it and doing all kind of craziness. Why don't I do this? I'll just bring it closer to you. So as you can see, I've added just a little bit more in there. All right, so we're gonna put that right back there before I break something. All right. So let's go ahead and I'm going to start. Hopefully this brush is clean. Yeah. I'm going to start adding in the snow on the lamppost. And so what I'm going to do is really do like a really dry brush and just begin a little bit because I can always come in and add more. And I'm following my sample painting. I'm going to learn how to show all of these at once. There is a way because I see people do it. So since that's a ledge, if you've ever been in snow, if you have any ledge that is available, snow will stay on it. So I'm going to do the same here. And this brush is pretty much, it has a little bit of paint on it, but I didn't add any water or anything. And I'm twisting my brush around because, snow doesn't look the same, to make it a little more random. All right. I'm liking my snow here. Where I live, we rarely get snow in Louisiana. And if they do get snow, or we do get snow, the whole place is shut down for like 3, 4, 5 days. Whereas growing up in New York, honey, if it rained, if it snowed, you going to school. I can remember only a few times where we didn't go to school, and that was because it was a blizzard. And that means that it wasn't about what was on the ground, it was about visibility. So when I talk to my students here about uh the weather, they're just like, and I show them pictures of New York, they're like tripping out because they're not used to that here. And they really want snow. And I'm like, no, you don't. I mean, it's nice. It's romantic. You know, the people romanticize the snow, but it is pretty though. Um, like at night when you see snow, it is pretty. Like this scene here. So everywhere that there's a space to collect snow, it will be collected. So over here on these dips here, snow is going to collect here. So we're going to add some snow here before we add the snow everywhere. We know snow is going to collect right here. And even that adds a little more depth to our piece. And on this side, snow is going to kind of fall and get stuck. Snow sticks, y'all. If you haven't been in it, it sticks. All right. So let's add some more. We're going to add some more snow over here, down here, in all these little places where if we were really in some snow, it would stick right here. Oops. Got yellow in there. Snow. You don't want yellow snow, law. You do not want yellow snow. My sisters, my grandmother used to make ice cream from snow. Like we would get snow. And one of the things we say is don't get no yellow snow. Because that meant some little creature, namely somebody's dog, may have came and used the bathroom right there. And we don't want that kind of flavor in our ice cream. And what I like about this white too is that we're putting it as snow, but it also can be the reflection of the also, but we're doing snow. All righty. That was my stomach, if you heard that. I have not eaten yet. I'm going to go after I do this. I don't know why I said I was going to do this at lunchtime, but it's all good. Yes, we do customized ones. So I think this question is about whether if we do a paint party for you or do if you want something else, we definitely can help um, create something that might be more specific towards your event or towards your activity. I've done um, I've done TikTok paint parties. I've done wedding bridal showers. That's what it's a bridal shower. Done bridal showers. I've done and we've done special paintings for those. I've done groups where one group we did their kind of their logo. It was a girl, but she was holding on to their logo. Okay, I'm pretty much liking that. I'm gonna go back over with a little brighter white and give a little more depth. So the first one I did a little lighter as far as the um as much that I had on the brush. This time I'm gonna go back in with more on the brush, which will give us a little more just adds depth to show different layers of the snow. Yeah, I love that. Do a little more up here. All right. See, did I get everywhere? I can feel my blood pressure lowering. Look, when you do this, I tell people this. I like painting. When people normally come to my studio, they're like, "Oh my goodness, I feel so relaxed. Oh my goodness, I feel this makes me feel so much better because doing creative stuff is kind of like a stress reducer. Reduces that stress. And when your stress is reduced, you can think a little more clearly. I'm going to do a little more on my bird. You could think a little more clearly. Some of those panicky thoughts leave. I put a little teeny bit of the deep yellow into the tail. And it really, to me, made a little difference there. Okay. All right. So here is where we are so far. I am going to break here. I'm going to add the snow later. I might show you a little bit of snow. Why not show you a little bit of snow? Yeah, I'll let you see a little bit of snow being. It's going to look a little different when I finish because I have some things that I want to do to it. And so with this also, I'm going to do the light. You see those are lighter. And then I'm going to go back through with some darker. But overall, I'm pretty happy with this painting. We're at like 1:09. I know I took a little bit. Look, this is going to be all, uh-oh, Mr. Truck Driver showing up. Coming home for Thanksgiving. It's a gentleman who parks his truck in our parking lot. Now, the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to water down my white just a little bit because some of of course, some of the snowflakes gonna have to come in front of our bird. They're coming in front. Uh-oh, I didn't put any over here. Actually, we need to put some snow over here. There's no way this would not collect some snow. And there's no way that it would not have a little bit of gray. So I'm going to go ahead and add. See. Waiting for your name right in the middle of it. All you people who voted for this, need you to get your raffle ticket. The link should be in the, if it's not in there, I'll put it in there. But the link should be in there where you can get raffle ticket. And what that does, the reason why I do that is, like, in the studio, there are certain things that I need to get done. And when I raffle these off, I'm able to use those funds to do that. All right. Alrighty. So I need to add some snow in front of the lamppost. Let's see. And what I'm doing is some gray for snow in front of here for some things. Just, but I'm not putting it, even this is gray, I'm not putting it in front of the other pieces. I'm just making it in front of this. Okay. Now I'm going to go back in with the white. And I don't know if you've ever seen, the snow is like different size flakes. Sometimes they're big, sometimes they're small. So I'm going in. I'm not going to go over, like I told you, I'm not going over that other piece because I don't want to, I got to put whoever's name wants this and they win the raffle. But some of the things I like doing here that I want to do here that I like, I need some better tables and chairs. I also need to do a little more marketing and to store up for some community events. A couple, it was in October, so it was the end of October, but really it was second, third, and fourth week of October. I did. Hi, Pastor Laura. How are you? I haven't seen you in a while. So I need to, do some more marketing and some different kind of marketing. And sometimes when you do those things, the cost to start up are, I'm picking a different brush. I'm pulling this one because this one I can kind of maneuver a little bit different and it'll give me a different kind of shape of a snowflake. Okay, where was I? Oh, I was going to my bird. So, because he's gonna, if he's sitting here in the snow, he's gonna get some snow on him. And right on that wing, probably some snowflakes are gonna drop. But yeah, so I know a lot of times when you see people like going live and doing stuff, it's like we assume that everything is everything. When, as you're building a business, You got to keep moving, keep emerging, keep growing, keep marketing, keep doing whatever you got to do to get and stay relevant, you know? All right. So I'm going to stop for now because it's been an hour and 17 minutes. And so if you're interested in this painting, there should be, there may not be a link there, but I'll post one um, to have you bid on it. Once you bid, we're going to, the bidding for last week, I had the sweater weather picture. It was a cute one. That one is still up for raffle, and each raffle ticket is $8. If you do the raffle, everybody wins something. So even if you don't win the painting, you're going to get a gift card to um, a $5 gift card to use in on my website. So you still, and on my website you can buy kits. Like I have lots of different kits. I might do a separate live where I could take you through all the kits that are available. But there's lots of kits available that you can get. There's kits for children, there's kits for adults, um, kits for your women's groups, for your friend, that girlfriend group, um, kits for your church groups. There's kits for almost every topic. And then, as I even told you, if there's something that you want that you don't see, I'm an artist. I can make it. I can make it for you. So um, I'm going to head off. I hope you enjoyed painting with me today. I am going to work on getting my setup a little tighter so that you can, I don't block you out as much like I just did. I'm just fixing up a couple little things I see. But thanks again for painting with me. If you're interested in having a paint party, virtual or in person, give me a call. I've been doing this consistently since 20, before 2020, because I was doing paint parties, traveling paint parties since probably about 2019. And then I was doing them just like going to groups. They would hire me to come and do a party with them. And then I started doing them. I got a bigger studio. I showed you a little, you could see when I knocked this painting over, you saw a part of my studio here. So I have a space, 1,500 square feet. So you can come and paint with me. Also, I'm opening during the week. Well, actually, it's not really during the week, but it's Friday nights from 5 to 7. I'm opening for you to come and paint. And then nights that I don't have parties, you can come in and paint whatever you want. So you can come in then. And then you can actually get the kits and order them. So we're here. We're here to help promote your creativity. I'm glad you all love the painting. You all picked it. And so probably Friday or Saturday, probably Saturday, Sunday, I'm going to put up 4 more paintings for you to choose from and see which one you all want me to paint this week. So hope you all have a blessed day, and I'll be back on here to share about the kits, all the kits, and show you the finished product. Alrighty, bye-bye.